The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions for more than 100 years. And today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And that's good for a first down near the 40.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Lewis. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Cavazos. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They'll try the right here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. There's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The back's got it. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Lewis. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And the single back takes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. Tailback with another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion now from the tight end. They're going to run it. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Wideouts now clustered. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Back to throw. It's Lewis. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches. The Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
The Hurricanes looking to keep this drive moving. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the 1st down.
Play action here on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Lewis. Throws a bullet to the right. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The gain's 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Here's the 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Caught behind the line. It's Walters. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Finds his man. Now juked to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Lewis. Short throw. Running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handle. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
On the ground, it's Cavazos. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's 3rd down after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. And they'll use the ground game here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll take the lead in the second half. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team on the field now is able to get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Cavazos. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. The shotgun running play call. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
On 1st down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down in distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Bringing it back, it's Paul. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. And on the carry, he's heading left. Breaking tackles. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, anytime I'm evaluating running backs, it's not just about speed and size and what he brings to the team. It's also about his toughness, yards after the contact. What kind of balance does he have? How about that run right there? You can bet his teammates and his coaches are very proud of that effort. What a heck of a run there for a nice game.
first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And the single back takes the handoff.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Miami offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looks to the left, pass caught, and he's tackled after the catch.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Pass caught, second down now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Receiver makes the catch, makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple of scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Launching it. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
It's an option look. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Again, he makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff. It's Cavazos. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.